Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Barefaced again. Eventually I'm gonna be in a video soon enough, but today I am coming again to talk about fitness and health. This is becoming a trend. If you follow my Instagram at Malibu Darby, then you know that this past week, the last 5 days, I have been on a cleanse and I had great results, which I'll put over here. Before I jump into how I managed to do this in 5 days, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff so you can always know when I post. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I wanna keep this quick, clean, and simple. I did a cleanse. My birthday is this weekend and my engagement shoot is next weekend. So I was like, you know, I need to get a little extra snatched. And I told my trainer I was interested in kicking it up a notch. If you don't know, or if you do know, my weight has fluctuated. I've been from a 4 to a 14. I've been up and down, here and there. I've done yoga, running, weightlifting, nothing at all, whatever it might be. So I know when I get to a certain point, I can kind of plateau, or I just need to like break through. So I've been steady, consistent, but I wanted to kind of step it up a notch to have an extra little snatch for my birthday and for my engagement shoot. So my trainer at The Fitness Key is her handle, and I'll put a link and everything below because that's who you're going to want to contact. I can try to answer whatever questions y'all have in the comments, but honestly, I ain't got the answers.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
She has the details. She put me on this. She guided me through this. I'm just passing the word on because I did get some questions, because I was kind of like posting about the cleanse or doing Insta story stuff about the cleanse and all that kind of stuff. The gist of it is I was on a 5-day cleanse. I like to say fast because essentially I couldn't have, excuse my nails, I just dyed my hair black so they're a little dingy. Essentially I couldn't have carbs, I couldn't have meat, I couldn't have fruit, I couldn't have sugar. A lot of things I couldn't have. Very select few green vegetables I could have, some different oils and kind of things like that I could have for the 5 days. It was a struggle. I'm not gonna say this 5-day cleanse, I'm hyped now because it's like day 5 and I made it. But for the most part, I was still working out. Like I said, I couldn't have basically everything except green vegetables and some oils and stuff like that. So I was still working out. It was modified. My trainer gave me workouts that were a little less strenuous than what I normally do, just because like I wasn't putting as much fuel into my body, so I wasn't like going super hard. I'm gonna say overall I was very excited and impressed. I do definitely recommend cleanses or juice fast or like a super high restriction if you're trying to get really snatched. Now, of course, that weight is not gonna stay off forever if you just go right back to eating like Burger King the next day. But as a kickstart, it definitely was good for me. So I weighed in on Sunday and I was 170. I weighed on Tuesday and I literally was like, what? I didn't believe that was true. I had lost 3.5 pounds by Tuesday, and I know myself, I know, oh, if you don't eat, you're gonna lose weight. Not true. I never lose weight that fast, so I was super impressed. And I weighed in this morning, which is today is the 5th day, and I have lost 6 pounds total. And I'm sure you can see in the picture, my stomach has gone down so much. I'm sure there was so much like carb, meat, dairy bloatage happening. So I'm definitely gonna do it again. And I'm just gonna go through like questions that I got asked a lot during the cleanse. Was it hard? Yes. Some would like to say that I have a like slight food addiction. Like some people eat to live and some people live to eat. As a self-proclaimed foodie, sometimes I think I live to eat. Like I love food. Sometimes I just wanna try a new restaurant. I love the act of going out. I love the ordering. I love the new flavors. I love not cooking. I love food in general. So I somewhat can have a food addiction. So for me, it was hard to not have any of that. Oh, I say I fasted because I really felt like I couldn't do anything. I felt like I couldn't eat to a point where actually like day 3, I woke up and I was like lightheaded. I felt foggy, that kind of thing. So that was just hard for me. One thing that did help me, day 1 was the hardest. Day 2 was rough. By day 3 and even today, I was like, okay, I honestly, I don't really feel hungry. One thing that was super duper helpful for me is fasting affirmations. And this is gonna sound silly. They sound ridiculous like reading them, but everything really does start in the mind. So I Googled fasting affirmations and things like that ahead of time because I've cleansed before and I've done juice cleanses and things like that, but not to this maybe extreme level or this restricted, because at least then I was still having fruit. So I Googled them just to like see what could help. And you just say different affirmations. There's actually a lot of videos. There's prayers, there's everything on fasting. So like when I would get really hungry or if I had a craving, I just felt like if I don't have this pizza right now, I'm gonna flip out. I would just have to say things like, I am in control of my body is not in control of me. I'm grateful for all the food that I have and everything I have is sufficient. That kind of thing, like to really like psych yourself out really to not be hungry. So I did that a lot. Day 1 and day 2. Day 1, it was like just, I was in church. It was a lot of gospel. I was literally like, Lord, I know I can do this. I'm not literally controlled by like chips or food, so I know I can handle this. But day 1 and 2 were hard. Day 3 wasn't bad. I just was so over. Maybe this week I'm just not feeling the flavor of the vegetables that I was able to have. So I did start juicing them. So I was just drinking. I can drink way more spinach than I can eat, especially if I'm not hungry or I'm not feeling like eating just because I'm over it. So I did start drinking them. I went to bed early every time. I drank a lot of water and I always went to bed early. I would literally come home from work and just get in the bed because I didn't want to be tempted. I didn't want to smell the food. I live with a grown man who eats grown man food. So I was literally walking in the house to smelling baby back ribs. There's fried chicken. There's macaroni. So I couldn't cook. I couldn't handle that for me. I personally couldn't handle that. But I did my workouts. I still kept it pretty light. And overall, I'm really impressed. I do definitely want to do it again. I think now that I have the hang of it, I did cheat a little bit. I did, one day when I was doing my juicing, my smoothies, I did put some blackberries in there. But I'm like, blackberries, you know, barely have sugar in them. But next time, I definitely want to try to do it like clean with no cheats or anything like that. But I do plan on trying it again maybe at the end of this month or maybe beginning of November to kind of kickstart before the holidays because those can get wild. But if you are looking to beat a plateau or kick up your weight loss or maybe kickstart your weight loss, I definitely recommend doing a cleanse or a fast. I think this is just some good things as far as cleansing and fasting in general. So plan ahead. Use affirmations. Leave places that are tempting. They ordered pizza at work and I just left. I said I'll be back. I went on lunch and I said I'll be back. And have people who support you. Those would be my 4 things that I think are most helpful. My fiance is so supportive. Even if he was eating something wrong, he would be like, you're so close, you don't want to do that. I would text my trainer and let her know like, there's pizza here. So what you, or like I ended up at this Mexican restaurant, what do I do? Like that kind of thing. Again, I am not a trainer, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, so I can't guide you to any of these. I do have all her information, all my training information in the box below. I'm just gonna kind of leave my picture up because I was literally like, when I saw these results, I was like, do I ever want to eat again? Because we can just keep, I felt like I just want to keep doing this. So it's definitely gonna be something that I implement throughout, maybe just like not every single day every week, but maybe 2 days or so a week I do this kind of fasting thing. I don't know, but I just like to keep you guys clued in on my fitness tips, tricks, how to get snatched fast, all that kind of stuff. So when this happened, I was like, oh no, I gotta let them know that I lost 6 pounds in a week. And I didn't even work out as many times as I was supposed to. So when I do it again, I'm gonna work out all the time I'm supposed to, stick to it, and I'm gonna do a second like check-in to let you guys know exactly how this went. Again, if you wanna know more about cleanses or what I'm doing as far as weight loss, sweating for the wedding, that kind of thing, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Comment, like, and subscribe. Definitely give us a thumbs up if you're interested in more weight loss videos. I can go more in depth. I just felt like I had to get this out to y'all because I was getting a lot of messages. Maybe a meal prepping, or maybe I can even have my trainer come or show some workouts or something. I don't know. You guys let me know what you're interested in seeing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.